All right, I'm here with Don Garber, Commissioner of Major League Soccer, MLS. And of course, Don, the soccer season just began. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about team valuations. They've been going up, and up, now about $100 million from, say, $20 million not so long ago. Talk a little bit about the revenue here, because does it justify the valuations, or is it premised on the potential growth here?
Well, let me start by the most recent expansion sale was $150 million. So yes, the values of our clubs are growing dramatically. And a lot of that has to do with the opportunity. You know, we have a very young fan base, the youngest in all of sports. Corporate partners and broadcasters like ESPN, Fox, and Univision are interested in that young market. We're building these soccer stadiums that are small and driving a lot of revenue. And there has only been sales where owners have made money on their investment. So you get this benefit of making a good financial investment, but also doing something that you really care about. And many of these folks that own our teams have soccer backgrounds, or their kids have played, or ultimately they just see this global opportunity that MLS provides.
And we'll get to one of your new teams in a moment, but I want to focus here on the Atlanta team, which has done phenomenally well, especially when you look at attendance. They've been getting 78,000 fans on average at the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. What's going on? What's the secret sauce there for the Atlanta team?
If I knew that, I'd bottle it up and we'd give it to every other team. You know, the great thing about an emerging business, even though we're 23 years old, you know, our best days are still really ahead of us because of all the demographic shifts and globalization, things that are having soccer taken, that allowing MLS and soccer to take advantage of. But in Atlanta, you know, we didn't see it coming. And then now that we have a team that, you know, has almost 40,000 season tickets and tracking 70,000 fans to their new downtown Mercedes-Benz Arena, you realize that there's so many things happening in our country where politics are taking shape that are shifting opportunity. Demographics are changing, and Atlanta is one of those exploding cities. Very, very young, lots of people working in all these new entities that are coming to move their headquarters there. Lots and lots of soccer being played at the youth level. It's a very diverse city. So all those things come together, and it has been exploding. Probably the most successful launch of a new team in the history of the major leagues. So congratulations and kudos to Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, and the owner of Atlanta United. They've done an amazing job.
Well, speaking of diverse cities and perhaps a successful launch, there's a new LA team as well that's backed by some celebrity owners as well as some private equity folks. Talk a little bit about that team and the competition they'll pose to the LA Galaxy.
Well, you know, what's great about soccer, football, is that rivalries are really what drive this energy that exists. 5 teams in London and multiple teams in Barcelona or in Munich, and big cities have lots of teams, and neighborhoods march to different stadiums in their local, you know, local environments. We wanted to do that in our big cities. So we have 2 teams in New York, NYCFC and the New York Red Bulls, and we've always wanted 2 teams in Los Angeles, a real rival for the Galaxy. It's a big city, it's a big region. So now we have LAFC. They'll open up their new stadium shortly, Bank of California Stadium. It's already sold out for the rest of the season. Great, cool ownership group with celebrities and actors like Will Ferrell and, as you mentioned, some PE guys. And that will create value for both the Galaxy, but also our ability to just sort of attract more attention and maybe get a bigger piece of a very, very large sports pie in Southern California.
Yeah, it is a pretty large sports pie, and I think of all the LA fans and how they flock to Dodger games as well. When do you think soccer can be bigger than, say, baseball?
Well, you know, I've learned a long time ago to not compare us to other sports, because then those commissioners send me a note and say, what are you doing here, pal? You know, I think we've got a great opportunity to continue to grow, to continue to be thought of, and to be like the other major leagues that have all been around for over 100 years. NFL next year, their 100th anniversary. Imagine where we are in 23 years. You know, our average attendance, because our stadiums are larger than arenas, they're after the NFL and baseball were the 3rd highest attended major league in the United States and Canada. So I think we'll get there. Demography works for us. All these young people growing up with the game of becoming fans. Diversity is working for us. The global game is working for us. Now you could watch a Premier League game as easily as you could watch a Yankee game. And when all that kind of comes together, MLS is going to be a big winner for sure.
Hopefully geopolitics will work for you as well, because the U.S. Canada and Mexico are going to be bidding jointly for the World Cup. Talk to us a little bit about that, the mechanics behind that.
Well, it's really exciting for our country. It's exciting for the region. You have the U.S., Canada, and Mexico bidding together. So our North American bid for 2026 is an aligned one, bidding against Morocco, a very small country that has to spend $12 billion building facilities. And we have every stadium already built. You could imagine from MetLife to Mercedes-Benz Arena. You just have to turn on the lights, sell a bunch of tickets, and we'll sell out every World Cup game for 10 years in advance. So we're very excited about it. We think we've got a great bid. Our folks are out around the world right now. They're in China, just have left Japan, our bid leaders, and I sit on that committee. We're very encouraged, excited, and we think it would be great for sport in North America.
All right, Don Garber, thank you so much,
Thank
Commissioner
you.
of MLS.
Great to be here.